Welcome back, folks, to World of Warships Legends. I'm Soopa-Dave, and today we're in the Bismarck B. Now, this thing is very similar to the regular Bismarck. You're trading range for a little bit longer secondaries, so you don't have as much range on your secondary guns. Now, what is German Battleship Syndrome, if you guys are new to the channel? German Battleship Syndrome, even though German battleships are very tanky or can be tanky, and they have good secondaries for the most part. Doesn't mean you can just rush in and take on the entire world. Now, I get German battleship syndrome just like anybody else, and today I want to showcase it a little bit. We have two matches. You can tell the video is short for two matches, right? Yeah, wonder why, huh? But these are going to be interesting two matches. This first match, by the way, we're going to be squaring up against the Michelangelo in this as well. But anyway, we're going to pop around this corner and we are going to let all hell break loose. Fletcher is spotted, so we're going to take a shot at Fletcher. And we're going to do a decent amount to him, obviously, there. Our Ostergotland gets smart and backs up. Clearly the smart decision there. I, however, have German battleship syndrome. And while this ship is amazingly tough, it isn't invincible. I can assure you of that. As we go ahead and blast the last of the help off of Fletcher, and we are getting shot at by everybody. I counted 7 enemies. The destroyer on the left doesn't shoot, and one of the cruisers that's far out on the right doesn't shoot us, but everybody else does shoot us. And to be fair, this Michelangelo, I messaged him GG because you'll see that he actually is the one that finishes me off, and he said that his team did not try to kill me. I'm pretty sure they did. He said that's the reason why he died. But anyway, we're holding our own for a little bit. We've taken out a destroyer. A bunch of other stuff is getting hits. And to be honest, we're going to misplay this part here. Because we knew we were going down. We should have turned our rear turrets. Because we would have actually fully finished off Michelangelo. But we do end up getting 4 citadels on him. And to be fair, that's why he ends up dying, because he gave him up way too much broadside, because he's going to eat torps here in a second. But that is German battleship syndrome. Me and Michelangelo actually had it there. And to be fair, we ended up top of leaderboard on our team in that short match. Just with getting rid of all of the destroyer, most of that cruiser, and whatever our secondaries were doing, because I couldn't see whatever they were doing. But we ended up top of leaderboard. That's a pretty quick 2,300 if you ask me. But our second case of German battleship syndrome isn't just only when you rush in and die right away. Sometimes it takes a little bit, right? Right here, we're on 2 brothers. Odin is spotted, and we know we're going to get spotted here in a second, so we shoot our guns off, try to get as close as we can. And if you did notice on the right-hand side, there was a cruiser there. We're going to catch this cruiser with his pants down here, and not much is going to be good for him in this match. To be fair, he's lucky he actually didn't get citadeled here, but I kind of take a bad shot around this corner here in a second, thinking I could get around it, but we're just going to hit the front of his ship and overpin, really. And to be fair, I thought this guy was just going to back up around the island and get safe, but he doesn't. He backs up into the small island, which is very odd to me. But that happens, and he's going to allow us to let our secondaries go to town, obviously. And we take a shot. I thought for sure we were going to be able to murder him through the bow, or through the bow, but we did not get what we wanted there, obviously. And knowing that he's going to die, looks like he's going to try to come out and rush his torpedoes out. So we are getting pushed here. We're going to take our last shot and finish him off. Now, we're going to grab the cap here, because not because of my doing, but because of the Jaeger on our team. We notice there's a Veneto there, and Odin is still on our left-hand side. It's a very good ship. Even though it doesn't have the world's biggest guns, they are quite punchy at times, right? Well, he mistakenly gets into our secondary range, and we are being careful, right? Good job so far. We're not having much issues at all, right? Owen realizes a mistake, instantly starts to back up. I go forward because I want to keep him into my secondary range, and Veneto is not able to shoot me right now anyway, so we're pretty safe, right? And honestly, we are for the moment, but it's gonna turn into chaos in a little bit here. Bismarck, I like playing Bismarck. Bismarck is such a divided ship. Like, either people hate it or they love it, and I'm one of the people that love it. I think it's a good ship. It's super tanky. You give me tanky ships, that's what I really like, you know, outside of accuracy on main guns. So Bismarck really don't have that part of it, but we're going to take a shot, try to get him on fire here before he goes behind the island. And then once he goes behind the island, you guys going to guess what's going to happen, huh? So we're stopping. And we realize, oh, look, there's a good instance of German battleship syndrome crossing me right now. I do this a lot, actually. Normally, I'm pretty effective and I don't get myself in too much trouble. But there's times where I get caught just like anybody. Like that last match, that was a totally bonehead dumb move running in. I'm going to be a little bit more effective here as we're going to switch over to AP because Veneto's we got Veneto's broadside right here. There's gonna be times when most of the time I'm pretty effective in secondary ships. You just got to learn when to push and when not to, right? Let stuff come towards you. Notice I am charging stuff. Do you think this is gonna end super well for me as Odin makes the right opportunity to come back out? So we got to be careful to everything right now, right? Do our best. We're already out in the open. We got to make it work now because I'm an idiot, right? And to be fair, our team actually does a middle push, and it actually kind of works, kind of. So Veneto's got his attention both ways right now. Veneto's in the baddest spot as I am. The only difference is Veneto's Citadel is much more open than ours is as we dev strike him. A magic trick. Now you see him, now you don't. And now there is a Bismarck with more health than I have. And an Odin shooting at me, so not an ideal situation here. And actually, I am doing this about as correctly as a person can do. You know, there's not a destroyer, so I don't really got to worry about torps. There's an unknown factor, and there he is right there. And this Kaga is a butthead, like all Sky Cancer, right? Like, let's be honest. He's ruining our fun. Well, not yet he isn't, but he's going to try in a moment here. But you can see we're actually holding our own, you know. Owen's going down on health. Bismarck's going down on health. But then I see the planes. And then I know how bad this is going to go because German battleships aren't known for having amazing AA. And Kaga is only 14 kilometers away. So we're going to try taking shots at him, but he's going to be able to come back to us right away. And that really hurt, taking them 4 torpedoes. You know, we got to heal, but man, that was rough. And now, to be fair, we are going to get Bismarck here. And we did cause enough chaos in this push to really balance the game out and put it into our favor. But right now, I'm trying to get all my guns off on, or I was trying to get a shot off on Kaga. We get our high caliber. I'm going to take a shot here at Odin, and of course the carrier drops me with a double fire, so I am a dunzo. But had it been not for that carrier taking 20-30,000 off of us, we actually might have survived that one. But I didn't factor in the carrier when I made that push, and it wasn't a smart one. So when you get the urge to have German battleship syndrome, please don't. Unless you know you're going to win the battle, because even when you think you're being really good with it and you're being super aggressive, make sure you're not going to get messed up by a carrier or destroyer. But we end up top of the leaderboard, helping our team win in both games. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time, folks. Have a good one.